Hi, Dougie Bird from Douglas Tackle World here with Stu Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
I'm great, mate. And the team at Douglas Tackle World here, all here to help you out.
Yeah.
Okay, so Stu, we've been doing a bit of fishing, mate, the last week.
Mate, we've been doing a little bit. Bit here, bit there.
Bit here, bit there.
Yeah, whenever we can.
But it has been a quiet bite time, right?
It has, mate. So
Yeah.
you always talk about these skinny fish, fat fish, 3 fish, 1 fish,
Mate.
red fish, blue fish, but
Yeah, that's blue light.
but it's actually true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they still bite. They have to eat,
They-
Dougie, but
They do bite, but it's these odd, really crazy fish that would, like good size, that might jump on.
yeah.
If you can get them going while he jumps on, you might get a couple more.
Yeah, that's right.
But as a general bite rule, it's quite plain Jane.
yeah.
And most of our customers have been experiencing similar. There's been a bit better bite period probably late afternoon than early morning.
Yeah.
And the night, there's been a few juries around night.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even they're quiet, there's a very short bite period.
yeah.
But it's about to change.
It is.
It is.
The tides
So
have turned.
the tides are turning at
Yeah,
the
they are.
moment. Yeah,
Yeah,
good tides.
They turn all the time.
So they do. So this Friday we have got, I think it's the fish start to come on the bite chart. They start to come on the afternoon.
Yeah.
The morning's still a little skinny fish. Saturdays, the morning bite's not too bad. It's like the afternoon of Friday, but the afternoon on Saturday gets 2 to 3 fish, which is like as good as it gets.
Yeah.
And then Sundays, 3 fish
all day.
all day.
All
That's
day.
right. So it's a good weekend for fishing, guys. So we got the full moon I think on Sunday. So we lead up to the full moon. Obviously going to be plenty of jewies offshore. So we do offshore first.
Yeah.
Plenty of jewies offshore at night. We've got reasonably good weather Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're talking about this reports for the 3rd, 4th.
2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
That's it. Sorry, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Stewie's always right. I'm always wrong until it comes to fishing. And then of June. So we've got pretty good weekend coming up, guys. Full moon coming up, big bite period coming up, and reasonably good weather, which we've had like 3 of the last 4 weeks, which has been really good.
It's good.
And I've just looked at the long range forecast for next week. It looks not too bad. It only goes to Saturday lunchtime, but it's like 6 knots.
Which is good.
Mm.
Hopefully it stays like that.
Windy on Friday though,
Yeah.
westerly. Anyhow, so guys, I would suggest that if you got the chance to get offshore, go out and do it, because there will be snapper on the bites too on the 18s, the 24s, 36s. We have had reports where the fish are biting better in the deep at the moment than the shallow.
So 36s and 50s have been fishing good for snapper and pearlies, Dougie.
Yeah,
a few
good pearlies.
tuskies.
Yeah, good tuskies. Yeah, a lot of kingies, heaps of kingies, jigging studio.
Yeah, these are good, Dougie.
They are good. This is Japanese made, really, really good. We sell lots of these, and we've got guys that only use these.
Yeah.
Out of all the jigs that we sell a lot of jigs.
Yeah.
So they're really good, and that's around that 200 to 300 gram. You can jig them fast for the kings, or you can do slow pitch as well. Stu, I'd definitely be using the octo jigs for the pearlies at the moment.
These are good, Dougie. So these are the mustard ink Vader. They come in a few different sizes. We use them anywhere from, say, on the 18s to like the 50s. They've got a size for everything.
Yep.
And they're just kind of that rubbery type material.
Yep.
And they're really durable.
We've got a bit of a deal on those at the moment too, Stu.
What's the deal, Dougie?
2 for 1 on the ink Vaders.
Got to be the same size.
Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Yep.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
Important. But yeah, they're really good. We sell lots of them, and we stock a good range as well.
Yeah.
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 Great Wilson product from Mustard. Anyhow, so snapper and pearlies, they love those things. Any of the ball type jigs work as well.
Yeah.
And like if you're going to go offshore this weekend, you want to try some pelagics, you might get some dollies too around the
fads, mate.
They're only small, but the ones at the 50s aren't too bad, I hear, occasionally. We've been sort of driving straight past there to wider recently because we haven't got the hours to stop.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, go chase some dolphin fish.
Dolphin fish.
Yeah, that's right. And the odd king out there as well.
Yeah.
But definitely king is on the bottom at the 50s northeast. Cobia. Okay, I was out spanner crabbing on Sunday morning, and let you know, guys, there's not many spanner crabs around at the moment. There wasn't the other day, but it's during that no bite period, so maybe the spanner crabs know about it as well. It's fish talk, they say. So anyhow, but I was pulling up a pot, and a turtle had been munching away because there's holes everywhere, there's legs everywhere off my spanner crabs, and lo and behold, I'm pulling up the pot and I look over the side, and I said to my wife, I said, quickly, there's some film, there's a couple of big sharks down there. Anyhow, they're following it up. And little did I realise until they got closer, they're actually really big cobes.
Yeah, right.
And the heaviest rod I had was 20-pound leader, I think it was 15-pound braid. It was just actually my bait jig rod, one of my bait jig rods. And I think the biggest hook I might have had in the boat might have been a 2.0 or 3.0. And it wouldn't work, didn't work. All I had was maybe a spaniel crab leg to use. I had no bait. So anyhow, I didn't have anything to throw at it. I just watched them swim around and eat the couple of legs that I threw in the water. So there are some big cobia around. A lot of customers have been catching them this week as well. The focus reef's been really good, which is around that sort of 34 metre mark. Anywhere from 17, 18 fathoms out to the 24s has been great.
Yeah.
Yep. As the Dewey's been caught this last week as well, a similar area.
Yeah.
So that's your two big species you're targeting close to the moment. You just got to have a snapper fish quickly in the morning, right on daylight, and then switch to getting live baits and just fish for cobia.
Yeah. So the other thing is, Dougie, if you're going to snap a fish on daylight or dewy fish overnight, you're travelling in the dark, mate. And there's a couple of speed bumps around at the moment.
There is. I know I ran over one. I went out the next day on Monday morning. I ran out Monday morning again. And I thought, let's have a quick snapper fish. They've got to be biting. They've got to be biting. We get some footage for tonight's seminar, which is Thursday today. And no, they didn't want to bite. I got some little ones. So dropped one good fish only. But anyhow, I just went out the seaway. It was dark. And I was seriously only like 20 metres of water, and this massive whale screws across in front of me. And I'm like, whoa, it was probably about 200 to 300 metres in front of me. And I should have done because I could see the oil slick a little bit, because there's a little bit of westerly blowing. Yeah. And there's this oil slick, which is obviously they always leave behind as they come out of the water and go back down again. And put the brakes on pretty quick. Yeah. But if seriously, you cannot travel fast in the dark at the moment. It's too dangerous. Yeah. So what is a safe speed to travel at? One that matches your eyesight. Okay, so if you've got bad eyesight, go very slow, unless you've got a big boat. And if you've got good eyesight and got whale alert happening, I'd probably maybe sit on about 15, 20 knots, somewhere there. Yeah. Yeah, but nothing more than that. No. You need to be able, and many times in my old Haynes, I was travelling in the dark, always line up a light, travel along, and if I see something where that light disappears, I just like full lock, because it's right in front of me normally. Yeah. Unless the swell's big and that light is disappearing, that's a bit hard then. You've got to take another roll into account. But anyhow, let's get off the whales. But the cobia around the whales, that's what Stu's getting at. Yeah. There's heaps of cobia, and the whales arrive, the cobia arrive. So we've done offshore.
Deeper, Dougie?
Deeper. Oh, yeah, deeper. Okay, now Stu's still getting over the loss of his big bass grouper, which Timmy caught. Well done, Timmy. So we've still got Stu's jig back, so Stu's happy about that. Yeah. But Stu, the jigs we're using, mate, these fellas here, Ocean's Legacy, great jig. If
you haven't seen me walking around the shop lately, I've got pretty big arms, so I fished 720 grams. But Dougie, you've got small arms, so you fish 560.
I actually fish a kilo, but I use electric reel.
Yeah, you use an electric. So they work really good. Look, in terms of deep fishing, these are probably the best jigs that we've found so far.
Yeah, they are good.
We try them all. We've got plenty of other ones down there, but they've just worked good. And the secret is, Dougie, I think they glow, they do glow blue.
Glow blue, yep.
Part of the secret.
I've been a glow blue guy for 20 years now. Yeah. And they're definitely much better than any other glow colour. We're running assists on all our jigs in the deep water on the top and the bottom. Yeah. And we actually run a skirt on the bottom as well. Yeah. Yeah. Like actually, these things work really good on the bottom.
Yeah, you can put them on the bottom. You can put anything on the bottom, but
yeah, they're really good. King faders are good. Yep. A bit more weight as well, but just a little bit slower to pull up when you have one jig back up. When you get that fish on though, you sort of don't worry about the distance up. You just get into it. Yeah. But when you're just winding up to move to the next drift or whatever, painful.
Then you worry about it.
Yeah. Yep.
Dougie does it because he pushes a button and it comes up.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, Dougie, inside, mate.
Okay, so yeah, just I'm sure, Stewie, there's a lot of striped marlin at the moment. Yeah. So there's a couple good records caught this week.
Saw a few blues around too.
Yeah, Chad's son, he got a Australian record blue, I think 175 kilos on 150 kilos on 37 kilo. Yeah. For a junior, that's a pretty good effort. Yeah. And I see Sparrow and the boys got I think about a 75 kilo stripey or 50 kilo stripey, something like that. I can't remember. 75 was.
That was on 3 kilo.
On 3 kilo,
yeah. 6 pounds.
Yeah, 74.9 kilo on 3 kilo line.
Pretty good.
Sounds pretty hard to do, but they done it. Yeah. So amazing. Well done, boys. So there's marlin around, okay, and a lot of guys saying that when they've been out there cruising around or fishing around the fads and that, they've seen marlin chasing the little dollies and stuff. So if you want to go for marlin trial, we've just got those specials still in our Pacul lures at the moment, so we've got some left. Yep. So 1999 and 24.95 for the bigger size in the new
3D head
3D head ones, but they're a particular type of 3D head, not the normal printed one, a different one. But yeah, they're good. They're a bargain. So anyhow, get into that, and that's about it for offshore. I think. Stu, anything else you want to add to that, mate?
No, that's about it, mate.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Heaps of tuner schools in close if you just want to spin and have some fun. Heaps of Mac tuner around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of swell around the weekend, and say a metre and a half, and a bit of rain, I think, on Saturday maybe as well, but no wind. 10 knots variable. So Sunday's a bit windy in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay, good luck out there. Let's move into the raw water. Stewie, what's happening, mate? You're up jumping pin on the weekend?
I went on jumping pin.
Tuesday.
Tuesday. It was an absolute perfect day, and we caught a few flatties. It was all right.
Good.
Yeah, nearly got stuck on mud banks. Nearly got stuck on sandbanks. It was great.
Yeah. He's been following me too much.
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, no, I've got a few flatties, a few brim. I fished up the back, like up around Cabbage Tree, up the back of Tiger Mullet, and there was a few fish up there. A few fish around Tipplers too. So yeah, lots of bait everywhere. So I think this year's going to be really, really good.
Yeah. But a lot of places silted up, Stu.
Yeah, there's a lot of like around the bedrooms and stuff like that. It's silted up heaps.
We haven't had much rain to flush things out this year, guys. So it's where the build up normally happens is actually build up a bit more.
Yeah.
So where you think we haven't fished your flatties for 12 months, and you're going back to your spots, so maybe a bit shallower. Yeah. Cleaner Bank looks a bit deeper though this year.
It does, yeah. It's eroded a little bit more, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Okay. So flatties at the pin, a few tailor, Stu?
A few tailor on that top of the tide. There's been a lot of bait coming in, like always. So heaps of tailor.
How's that big one Roscoe got in the shark bit the tail off?
I know. It was like 10 pounder. It was big. That was off Stratty, off the beach.
Was he spinning lures too, right?
Yeah. Just on little stick baits.
Yeah. So it was a great. I think it was about 80 centimetres, around about?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So good sized tailor. Gotta go catch some tailors. Plenty on the beach always. Plenty dark. Plenty of whiting, and that's on Stratty. Whiting wise, my Klinger Bank around the back of the Slipping Sands area, and maybe around Gold Bank. Give that a go. Plenty of brim starting to show up too. They always do in May, June. It's like the brim time for the pin area. Tiger Mullet Channel's a great spot. Around a Crusoe, and northern side of Crusoe, heading back down a bit, and normally sort of around that Tipplers Channel area, entrance to Tipplers. Give that a go. Plenty of tailor there at night time too, on the running tide. So pin's not too bad. So we'll move now down to the Broadwater Street.
Yeah. So Crab Island's been fishing really good as well, Dougie. So heaps of flatties around there. You got a really good tide. So you got that run out tide all day, and they should really fire up in that.
Especially down the bottom half of the run out. I reckon it's going to be around midday sort of thing. Yeah. So give that a go. The flatties are also been around the Aldershots. Brownsley, that's been not too bad.
Yeah.
And definitely might be worth a crack at the Seaway, but the water's not quite right. There's not much bait in the Seaway at the moment.
No,
it's been more up the Broadwater a little bit.
Yeah.
Sand crabs in the Broadwater. I tried the other day, and it was dismal. I just got heaps of undersized. I just couldn't find them. I get them up in Moreton Bay at the moment. They're around sort of Coochie and Peel and that, but down our way, we've had a terrible sand crab season.
Yeah.
Anyhow, that's the way it is. Muddies, they're sort of slowed down a little bit. It's getting a bit cold. I know in the canals at Rhino Bay at the moment, it's sort of around 15 degrees. It's pretty cold for water temp. Yep, and out in the Seaway it's sort of like 20. So it's cooling down. Great for flatties though. And flatties a bit in winter a little bit slow. They'll sort of kick in once that sun gets up about an hour into it. Yeah. But the first hour is a bit slow for flatties normally.
Definitely, yeah. That's why like that later low tide, the water's a lot warmer coming off all those flats, and they tend to feed a lot better.
Yeah. Although I find it hot wherever I go to. Yeah. So anyhow, keep going on. Okay, squid have been good. So the other day I checked my sand crab pots. I've been there like 5 days in a row before work, and I checked my sand crab pots. Sue says you don't start till midday. Checked my sand crab pots, and I thought I got like 6 minutes before I had to take my daughter to school. Let's go quickly. So I zoomed down to Bigger Creek. I was only about probably 200 metres where I dropped my pot. And I had about 6 throws of the squid jig, and 3 of those I was pulled in squid. One fell off next to the boat, unfortunately, and not a bad size. And I got 2, so there's plenty of squid around. That's what I'm getting at. I was run out tide. It was like halfway out in the tide. It was sort of around 7:15 in the morning. I think high the other day was about 5 or something. Yeah. So plenty there. So give the squid a go. I'd try around Bigger Creek, up around the marinas at Southport there. Really good tide. You get the high tide in the morning and then the run out tide, and they're definitely on at the moment. They're getting bigger.
Yeah.
So give them a crack. Jewies in the Seaway. There's been a few Jewies around.
Been a few Jewies, yeah, definitely. Like live baiting or jigging plastics on that northern wall hole's been the go.
Yep.
Definitely. There's been the odd jack there too, which is pretty late, but it's still around.
Yeah, that's very
You
good.
get flatties and cod and all that stuff there all year too,
Yep.
but Jewies have been pretty good.
Okay, very good. And not much else you want to say? Jackson and Canal, it's been a bit quiet.
Yeah,
it's been a few at the Coomera though.
It's just cold, you know.
Maybe on the Coomera, a few in that sort of shallow water, sort of once the sun's up a bit, then they'll warm up a bit, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's casting surface lures and bait fish, whatever.
Yeah.
That's probably about it for the broad. If you're land-based, so definitely plenty of bream along Bigger Creek and down towards Baby Harbour area. You can fish up there, I think up the wall there to about 8 at 9 or 9 at night. Yep. Then they lock it up, but you'll get plenty of bream on this tide at the moment in that area. I see someone got a nice dewy too around Bigger Creek the other day too. It's around about 1.10 m or something. Yeah. Good fish in the broadwater. And as I said, full moon coming up. It's a great tide and a great month for catching dewy. So Seaway will be worth a go over the next few nights.
Definitely.
If you get yourself live squid and you can bear with not eating it and putting it for live bait, that's how you catch your big dewies.
North Wall of Wave Break probably have a few fish around it too.
Yeah, that's right.
Good tide for it.
Good tide, mate. Yep. Anyhow, good luck out there in the broadwater. Beach wise, Stu, if you're going to the beach for a fish this weekend and surf?
Yeah, I'd probably chase like, there's been a few tailor off the beach, Dougie, so I'd probably spin metals or stick baits. What's the run in from about, it's probably not a bad tailor tide. Yeah, it's good. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so heaps of wide and stuff like that in those shallow gutters too. Dart.
Yeah. The swell, as I said, is about a metre to a metre and a half. The water's very clear, it's very nice at the moment. Yeah, so give that a crack maybe. Up the dam street, what's happening up there, mate?
Yeah, still heaps of bass around. So this time of year, I know we say it, but they always tend to school in that deeper part of the dam. So trolling hard bodies, Dougie, or fishing shrimp. I didn't bring any up, but fishing shrimp and stuff like that around the.
Have you tried these prawns at all up the dam? They've got to work.
No, they would work right. That's a good flooding colour. But but yeah, so anything like that, small plastics,
little gudgeon style, like that type of thing. That's what they're sort of feeding on.
Yeah.
Kytex are very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, give that a crack. Just got to go back to the squid real quickly. So we've done the freshwater, we'll go back to squid. That has been the gun colour. I was speaking to a guy today, that's all he's been using getting all the squid on. There's about 1,000 people told us that now.
Yeah.
The natural sort of squiddy type colours have been really good too.
Yeah, they have.
Obviously we know squid eats squid because half the time if you leave down too long they eat their mates. Give that a crack, yeah. And we've got heaps of snapper gear here. So we're doing seminar tonight on snapper fishing. You can watch that on our YouTube channel as well, Stu, coming up.
Yeah, we'll have it in a couple of days up there. So.
Yeah, and don't forget to tell your friends about our YouTube and Facebook page and Instagram, and they can learn off there as well.
Yeah.
Now, Stewie, we're going to do something real quickly, guys. So I don't know if you know this. We've been running a dial competition. We've had a fairly good response to it, but I'm wanting to get a big response next month. But what we're doing is we're about to do a draw tonight, Stewie, for this reel.
Yeah, so it's a Daiwa Certate, Dougie. I think it's a 5,000, isn't it?
It's the 5,000. Brand new model. That's the reel there. And valued at $799. And we're going to do a draw for that now. Then we're going to tell you about the draw for next month.
Yeah.
So Stu, I'm going to let you do this, mate.
Oh, mate.
I've got pretty that. You put your hand there from the front so I can see it from the front. And we'll read the person's name out so it's live. You can see who won it. We'll be doing another draw the same towards the end of June as well, early July we'll draw it, and we'll tell you what you can win there in a moment. Stu, who have we got there, mate?
Dougie, we know this customer. He comes in quite a bit.
Oh wow, okay.
It was his birthday yesterday.
It was too.
It's Dave Fletcher.
Yeah.
Dave, congratulations. So by memory, I think Dave bought an electric reel.
Yeah, he bought an electric combo. So you had to spend $100 and you got a ticket into the draw. And if you spent $500, you got an extra. You actually got 2 tickets. Yeah. But this month we're doing another draw for Daiwa, and we really appreciate Daiwa helping us out here.
So it's the same rules, Dougie. So every $100 is one ticket.
Got to make it easier.
It's different.
Every $50 spent on any Daiwa product, doesn't matter if it's I don't care if they're bait.
Bait junkies, so the soft plastics, jig heads, leader,
lure, hard bodies, reels,
squid jig,
rods,
whatever.
Squid jigs doesn't matter. You get a ticket.
So one ticket.
One ticket for you don't get if you spend $500. If you spend $200, you still only get one ticket.
Okay.
But if you spend $500 on any Daiwa product, and you might buy Certate or something, you get a bonus ticket. Okay, so you only get maximum 2 tickets or 1 ticket for only $50 spend.
Yep.
Total. And We will be drawing that at the end of this month, or the first couple of days in July. So this month's drawing, what we got, mate, is this bad boy. So it's a new Certate 8000 SWP, which is like the jigging reel from hell.
Yeah.
These things, we were just saying before how smooth they are.
They are very smooth.
Let's show the camera there, mate.
And Dougie went nice, so we're going to throw in some braid as well.
We are.
Mate.
We're going to put some braid in as well. Some PE4 spooled up for you. 300 metres Saltiga 12, which is a really super fine braid and super silicone-like coated. And it's a great thing for ripping off that jig real quick off your spool.
Yeah.
Great braid. And be the same deal, it'll be in here as well. Now that prize is valued at around about just under $1,000, I think it is. 900
be about
bucks.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be a great thing to win. So Dave, congratulations.
Yeah.
And whoever we don't know who's going to win the next one. We'll let you know in a few weeks' time. But come on in. You know the deal. $50 spend. Get a ticket, and we'll do the draw. Okay, it goes for 4 weeks till the end of the month. Other than that, have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and we look forward to seeing you on the water or somewhere in the shop here. Either or. Okay, thank you, Dougie Bird, and the team, Stu and the team here at Douglas Aquaworld. Catch you soon.
Signing out. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.